to my meeting. I'm meeting with hey Facebook. Um, I hate Subway sandwiches, and I spent $15 on this. I call myself avoiding that altogether by making my mango salsa yesterday. Hey Gary, I ran out of time. I had no breakfast. I'm starving. So I gave in. I refused to spend any money on the train because that's even more expensive and even more whack food. And what I bought today was expensive to me. This chicken, bacon, spinach, dry ass Subway sandwich. That's what I don't like about it. Only because I had the money did I give in to paying $6 just for a cookie. My cooking is way better. Hey Brian, Rian, hey Q, hey Tyrone. I'm here in the subway station, subway restaurant of the Amtrak station in Bloomington. And it's one of the nicer stations from here to Chicago. And this is the town I actually want to move to, Bloomington. Because they're more modern and evidence of both Facebook and YouTube coming in. I won't have the connection signal problems I be having in Springfield. So I'm an hour early for my appointment, and people who know and love me, you know that's an accomplishment for me every time I achieve that. So I pat myself on the back that I got here one time. Check the time now. She should be here. See anybody in here who's looking for somebody. I just see people with bags look like they're going somewhere. I was here on time, matter of fact, early. And it's documented in real time. I'm unimpressed. Yuck. My expensive energy drink that tastes yuck. I swear, YouTube would never be my first choice. Oh, are you looking for me?
Yeah, you named me.
Yes, I
Hi
am.
there. Woke up. You want to go ahead and eat?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run to the restroom. Real
Okay.
quick.
All right.
Yes. Yeah.
So I see the lady who's looking for somebody. No, it's me.
Hello? Yeah.
When she comes back from the restroom, I'm gonna get up out this video.
What do you have to do? Okay.
But this is the first stage of me transferring to a different vocational rehabilitation organization because the one in Springfield, Illinois is completely incompetent. And I complain about it, so they don't want to see me no time soon. So I'm gonna try to see if I have better luck getting accommodations. Hi Sterling, how you doing? I'm gonna try to see if I can get more services from this vocational rehabilitation. I still need my test to be paid for. And I still need a chair and desk. Because sitting on the bed with my desk as a coffee table is ruining my health. But my bed is the only seating place that's high enough for me. Else I'll be in more trouble. I'm gonna be in some trouble trying to get up out these low chairs, but I wanted to sit here so I could charge up. Your techie friend always gotta find a place to plug in. That's good. Andrew Grant, hi Andrew. How you doing? I be missing the comments on Facebook and YouTube. I never see their comments. If I do, they disappear. This was the worst eat out meal for the money that I spent because I cook way better than this. I'm spoiled to my own cooking. I never liked Subway, but I'm trying to put it up in the hot, yeah.
Wow.
And I was
train,
grateful.
I should say.
Yeah, the train.
That's good because you said that 10 o'clock one.
That 10 o'clock one, yeah, when I was coming back and forth for the solar class, yep, that was the train. I always get stuck with something.
So,
Yeah.
other than that, was the trip okay? Nothing?
Yeah, it was smooth. I found out the difference though. I thought all the Amtrak trains had. I thought all the Amtrak trains had the Wi-Fi, and I wanted to bring my laptop, but I wasn't sure.
Ah, that's all right. I don't know if we need it or not. I know we'll sign some paperwork, and I want to
Okay.
give you my business card. I thought I had a business card with me, but I think I gave the last one out. I have an old one.
I take an old one. I
An
need
old one that
something.
isn't as pretty as
It's all right.
the other ones that
As
we
long as
have.
you got the pertinent information.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, so what I thought I'd have you do is sign a release
Okay.
for the Springfield office, and maybe I can get their records, like medical records, so
Okay.
I can move through certifying you and all that
Okay.
kind of stuff. And I just wanted to chat with you a little bit, see
Okay.
what you're looking for, and updating the information.
Okay.
Um,
Well, the main thing, and it just seemed like it's falling on deaf ears, and it's almost at the point where I'm beginning to think that I should be giving up asking for these things. But I need a personal assistant, and I need a desk and chair, especially if I'm trying to get back in the workforce. And I just added into the mix where I'm in a battle to continue getting treatment for my ADD. Unfortunately, with the pain medicine, I'm at the point where I'm ready to start wearing a sign into the doctor's office and say, "Quit treating me like a criminal when I'm trying to get treatment." That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to get the runaround for
Is that for the
treatment.
pain or for the
Both.
ADD?
Both. I'm. They gave me physical therapy instead of an injection in my heel. So I have a heel spur that's off the chain, as if I don't proactively do things to alleviate. I walk around literally with a thermos full of ice to ice and stretch it all day. I'm going crazy with just that alone. Um, the fibromyalgia, you know how they've been, all the doctors are spooked, I guess, for the opiate crisis and whatnot. And it's just, I'm going through a runaround even with that. So I've been choosing alternative ways to address my issues.
Yeah, that fibromyalgia. When I worked in human resources about 15 years ago, 10 years ago, it was like nobody, the medical profession didn't recognize it.
Right. At first you went
And
from there,
it's
then it
very
didn't
real.
exist. It's in your mind. Like, why would I think myself in agony every day? That's not, I don't wake up to do that. But I force myself to push past it to get the things that I need to get done in my life. This is a long way to travel to get vocational rehabilitation services. And I'm at that point because I'm going at a revolving door with Springfield. They staff is merry-go-round. I went through many case managers, didn't even know which one was my case manager. Nobody was following up. And then I just completely got fed up.
What kind of jobs were they helping you with?
None. I'm the one came in with my own ideals, and that's still my ideal now. I have already, I'm already more aware than the voc rehab counselors of work from home opportunities, including in the solar industry. I have seen those type of jobs. They had one recently with the Illinois Solar Energy Association, ISEA. It was a remote job to like mentor people who was going into the solar industry. It was more like an administrative type position, but I had majority of the qualifications. And so they wanted a bachelor's, I have an associate. So that's, other than that, that would be something I could have jumped into. But I'm still going through hoops and chains to finish the coursework. Because I finished the class, I've actually literally taken the solar class twice, all the necessary requirements, but because I'm too poor to pay for a $175 test, it's, that's dragging on. It took me 2 years to complete because I have to hold hands with the government. And the only reason why I moved forward is because I literally paid out of my pocket, went without lights, so I could pay for my solar class to finish, so I could be finished.
So now you're looking at a $175 fee to take the certification exam.
Right.
And then you feel like that's going to qualify you for solar energy jobs.
Yes, it will. And you don't have to have experience. That's the reason why I'm pursuing it, and basically deem myself a solar evangelist, because it's a growing industry. They employ now more people than electric, coal, and gas combined.
Well,
And
you see a lot of solar energy and wind turbine energy.
yeah, the wind turbines out here in Illinois, it's a lot of acreage and land available for
Now,
that.
you talked a little bit about work from home jobs. I got to tell you, our office doesn't do them either. I have one person on my caseload been on for years. There are no work from home jobs.
Are you saying there are no work from home jobs?
That I haven't had none of our whole staff in Bloomington has been successful. when we used to have J Lodge and NTI, they used to have
I
contracts.
used to be on NTI. I made history being one of the first group of people trained by NTI to work for the IRS for 2 years.
We don't use that. We don't have contracts, so we can't pay them to place you. So
I don't need them to place me. I already know of work from home legitimate companies, and some I find just from keeping my eyes open for certain catchwords.
and you have to have that job offer and before we can do anything. We can't set people up with desks or chairs or computers unless we know you have the job.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but if you're solar energy and you need that certification, we may be able to help you with that.
Okay.
One time, our rules say we don't ever pay retake, so you get one chance that we would pay for.
Okay.
But we have to get you in plan status. So I have to work your case up. You know the drill. I have to get the medical records to determine you're eligible to do the certification assessment. But it sounds like from the solar energy, is it like a sales rep or is it education
Well,
awareness or what kind
My
of
end
position?
of it would be in that area, but that's not the only area that's available. I mean, of course, the focus would be on the people who actually do the installing of the solar panels.
Right, and you're
but
not doing
I
that.
definitely won't be.
You're more of the admin person, right?
Yeah, I will be an administrative role, the test I'm actually taking is for associate, so the focus is on site assessment, where I go to the person's
okay,
house,
okay.
take pictures of the roof, take pictures of the shading. They have, certain things you have to tell the customer to look out for, need to change to be more energy efficient, because there's no point in spending that much money if you're gonna invest in. It's literally going out the window with stuff you could just unplug or get rid of.
So would this be, you could do both residential and businesses or mostly residential?
It would be whatever is the projects available. It could be both residential or businesses, because it was a project only a block away from me. That was a business, and I literally used their building before they started the project to do my homework in the class.
So did you finish it? Did you get a degree or?
I finished it twice.
Okay.
I finished the second time here, locally in Springfield, so I could get them to pay for my test, and I'm still getting a runaround, not actually getting to the finish line of
All right.
getting the test paid.
So you qualify to sit for the test, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Twice.
So did you get, is it like a certification program at the school or is it an associate's degree?
It's certification. It's not a degree program.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, which is good because
Although they do have it available here in Bloomington, in the Prairie, what's the name of the,
Heartland Community College.
Heartland, yeah. So it's available as a degree program if young people want to pursue it. And I mention it because a lot of times, people don't try for stuff because they just don't hear it discussed. So it is a lot of growth anticipated. We have to become solar by 2050. That's just the government sector. That's not even the, and they don't even expect to fill those 75,000 positions available right now in the government to 2050. So I'm looking forward to it. I was offered a position last year because my family owns land in the South, and I talked them out of selling it, and they're going to be developing it for solar, as a solar farm. So I have a guaranteed job once I get the certification.
So you're thinking about moving, once you get the certification, moving down there.
Well, I'm tired of the winter. I've been fighting 10 years to get help with a desk and a chair. I'm still going to need that if I go there.
And that's going to be difficult though because we don't pay for moving. So
I'm not. In fact, I hope I be driving away with my house in a tiny house. That's my goal. I'm in a family self-sufficiency program with the Housing Authority, and my goal is to buy my own house and drive away with it.
So okay.
Or haul it away, or trailer it away.
Right, right. So, okay.
I have no desire to be permanently here.
So we can't pay for anything if you're a default on a student loan. Are you
I'm not default.
Okay. And no back pay child support.
I,
Okay.
my kids are grown.
And so give me some updates. What's your marital status?
I'm widowed.
And so your highest grade, you actually have vocational training
Yeah.
and you have a certificate.
Yeah, I have vocational training from Atterbury Job Corps Center, which is Job Corps is still a good program to be in my opinion, if you're not a college person. And I was college material, and I still went to Job Corps. I went to Job
You know
Corps
what?
after
You're
college.
never too old.
I was homeless. I was a foster child. That's the segment of the population that goes falling through the cracks all the time.
Yeah, and so when you're 18, sometimes you're on your own.
Whether
That's
you
it.
want,
Whether
if
you
you
do it or
decide to
not.
drop out, it's a wrap.
Well, and so where did you get your recent certificate for solar energy? Is that Is there a Springfield Community College?
It's the Midwest Renewable Energy Association, and they accredited through the whole Midwest. So anybody who's going for even the test is through them. Anybody who's going through that is going through that organization to get the official certification.
And that's where you took the
In the
class
Midwest.
too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, was that a brick and mortar building or was that online?
That was online. I tried to make more. That's how come I know about Bloomington, how to get here, and we could sit here in Subway today. Is because I was so determined to be in a physical classroom with other people
Right.
for the solar knowledge. And I enjoyed that experience, but as far as the people, but it was torturous to come here in the wintertime. In that time, I didn't even have appropriate shoes because I left my shoes in Texas because I had went to a funeral and left my shoes with orthotics in. So I was literally walking around with house shoes on through the winter.
So you came here to go to Heartland?
I came here to go to Midwest Renewable Energy
Oh.
Association.
Where did they hold the classes?
They held the classes in Hart. It was some
Okay.
annex part of it in the Heartland school, which is a huge school. I found
Yeah.
out that hard way.
Yeah, they used to be in middle of town, but they moved out there. So,
Yeah. So
but it's sometimes a little hard to get to if you
it
don't
was
have
hard
public.
to get to that day.
You know, if you're a student there, you get to ride the bus for free.
Yeah, I can ride the bus for free in Springfield, but and here too, but I had to get renewed for the Connect.
Transit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so now to take the exam, is that held somewhere else or is that online?
It is a set place that is held at,
Okay.
but it is computer based though.
Right.
They did give you option pen and paper or computer based, but they changed in January 1st.
So it's only
It's
computer.
only computer based now.
And so would you have the ability to go to those locations wherever it's at?
I'm
or
not
pick-
even sure.
Okay.
I don't even, that's what I gotta follow up myself to find out where the locations are. But you can't even take the test till you have that 175 and when you sign up on their website. They're not taking my word that Voc Rehab is gonna pay for it.
Right, and we don't have a credit card, so
Right.
you'd have to figure out a way to pay for it and wait to get reimbursed.
So, I mean, that's
Or-
what I went through already.
Or we could work something out where if you could show me the cost online, something
Okay.
official on a document. Sometimes it's
can.
on a web page. Here's the exam. Here's how much it's going to cost. If you can get that to me, email it or whatever.
Well, I'm the one that
link.
got Springfield set up with a voucher,
Yeah.
where they could pay by voucher. I'm the one that helped them get that established. So it seemed like to me, maybe you could contact them as far as how the voucher goes. But anyway,
Not very many places take our vouchers. The schools do, but if this is a private examination company,
okay.
we have to have some official document that
I
says
could
this is how
generate
much it
that.
costs.
Okay.
And then I have to have the receipt that you use. So we have this Friends of Man organization that can be anything under $250. Issue a small check out to you, and you have to pay for it online with credit card or whatever you do.
Okay.
and then you have to give me a receipt, or if I don't get the receipt, then Springfield will come after you, because we
Okay.
need proof that that's what you paid the check with.
Okay.
Now, if you've got some kind of credit card, you can pay for it after we sign the plan, then we can issue the check, and you usually get that in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So because it's a small enough amount for that. Yeah, in the state of Illinois, a lot of places don't accept our vouchers.
Okay, now with, having to have some type of documentation that I will actually be working, if I contacted the developers, the solar developers who offered me the position, then would that qualify me to get help with the desk, the chair?
Yeah, so, yeah, if they offer you a job, say, just can you put that in writing, and you can email that to me.
Okay.
We'd have to get assistive technology team out there, because they may have some of that furniture
Well,
available.
see, that's what happened with Springfield. They had the furniture, but the furniture did not solve the problem. You can't just throw an office chair into my space and say, okay, that's all you need. When I'm telling you, right now, even in this chair, it's too low for me. It's difficult to get up out this
So
chair.
you need a tall or?
Yeah, one tall like that. That's where I wanted to sit, but the outlet is over here. So I picked this seat instead of the tall chair.
So
But
yeah,
one
if
that raises and lowers, so I can get relief from the sit position, and I can't stand either for indefinite, especially we're talking about a full-time working position. They have to be both. The chair has to go up and down, and the desk has to go up and down. They gave me a desk that went up and down, but it was so heavy I injured myself lowering it often.
And who got you that?
Illinois Assistive Technology Program.
So if they're not able to help you, I'm not sure what we can do, because we use the same
It's
outfit.
the same desk.
Same outfit. We use Illinois Assistive Technology.
So, well, that's why I was trying to submit a pass plan through Social Security so that I could get my own. I didn't want this roadblock because I know what I need. I know that I cannot. It's pointless for me to go on a job search if I can't fulfill the main thing that's required by working for a job, and that's working full-time hours or part-time hours.
Have you looked at some of those movable desks somewhere else? Have you seen
Yes.
something that works?
Yes.
Where did you see those?
It's called the Alt Workstation. It moves, the desk and the chair moves
Alt?
all day. Alt, A-L-T.
Workstation? Was that online, or was that at a
Online.
store?
It was a Kickstarter program at first, but now they are actual.
And see,
Company.
the problem is, once again, they don't accept. They probably won't accept nothing online except our voucher. So you'd have to pay for it up front. I'd have to get approval from my supervisor, and then you'd have to pay for it up front, give us a receipt, and then we'd have to set you up as a vendor and have Springfield pay you, and it could take weeks.
Yeah, I that's what they had to do, was set me up as a vendor for the class, the solar class. So I mean, I've been
so
going through
that's
this.
kind of the roadblock, yeah. But you said that other one didn't work for you, right?
Right,
It's too heavy?
it's too heavy. I have fibromyalgia. I don't have the strength to lift up 100-pound desk.
So on the alt workstation did you try that, or did you see in the description that it's lightweight, or what made you think that was the one that would work for you?
Because I would not have to physically, now unless the electricity go out or the cable gets a short in it.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be on it, until the battery ran out.
It's battery operated, so it's not me physically raising or lowering it. It's a remote.
Oh, it's a remote?
It's remote operation.
And how about the chairs? Did that chair not
It's
work
all
for you?
in one. The chair was just a regular office chair, and it was too low. Day one, it wasn't. At the highest point was too low. Day one.
Yep.
And
I
it
don't know
has
if
to
you,
be able to adjust,
And
or
I
at
don't-
least be tall.
I don't know if you ever get out and about on like Office Max, but sometimes they have some nice office chairs that raise up high. I had to get my
have
own.
a low office chair that I got out the garbage, Memorial Hospital.
Yeah.
And you know, that's what I'm using because that's the only office chair I have. That's what my whole point is, that the sitting part in a chair lower than what I'm supposed to be is actually the causation of my physical problems I suffer from right now. And that's the main one. The chair and the desk is the main one that I've ever tried to get help for, because I know I'm willing to compromise it to find something even less expensive, but I've been doing this research now 13 years. What's out there? And not saying that I know everything, but I've been searching for a long time. What the right thing would be for someone like me trying to get back in the workforce.
And for a chair, I would highly recommend you go out like to an Office Max and start testing those out, because sometimes you get stuff online that doesn't always work.
True, I went through that too, because I had a chair, I'm gonna say
And that's
10
only-
years ago, and it turned out to be too heavy. I actually injured my back trying to sit in it one time. So yeah, I definitely would prefer to try it out.
Especially if you like a lot of lumbar support and not, if you like it
If
soft
sit and
but kind of
stand,
firm.
you could go from the stand to the sit position.
Stand for the chair. Or for
Chair
the
and the
desk?
desk, it's all one.
Okay, so I don't understand. So an office chair. So are you talking about one of those lift chairs?
With
That's
a-
like a recliner?
Yeah,
So more like furniture.
yeah.
That's probably why Springfield wouldn't pay for that, because that's not what I would typically call a chair you would
It's a
work in.
desk workstation. It's all workstation. It's made for working in the office.
And the chair comes with that?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
all one piece.
okay.
The chair and the desk is all one
I'll have
piece.
to check that out.
You can actually still work in the lying prone position, because often that's all I need to do is straighten out, whether it's standing up or laying down, is to get relief from the hip pain, to straighten out. You can still do your work in the prone
Kind of a
position.
reclined position.
Yeah, in the reclined position
And,
and
it-
stand.
and it holds the
And it
laptop or
holds
whatever.
everything, the monitor and the keyboard and everything stays in place. You can go upside down.
Okay. So, yeah, sounds like you definitely have looked into this.
I mean-
to see what is going to work for you.
And then I'm open to suggestions if it meets the needs that I have. If it's something that's out there, if it's a portable raised stand that's out there, and a portable raised stand, see, that I don't know about, I'm open to that. But the whole point is, what I'm seeking is raised stand. It's both. We gotta operate or function in both the seated and the standing position for me to get relief from the problems that I have.
And with the fibromyalgia, it varies every day from
Yeah,
how you
every
feel,
day,
what
depending
position
on
you
what I
can be
did
in.
the day before, what I'm doing today, varies. There's no way I can say, okay, I come here Wednesday, I'm gonna always feel good on Wednesdays. No, some Wednesdays, there's gonna be no way I can.
Now, do you think, would you be pursuing a full-time job or a part-time job?
Most likely part-time, and most likely remote. I already crossed this road and bridge before many times trying to get back into work.
Now, so are you getting Social Security?
Yes.
SSDI?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know how much that is? If not, I can go back and check.
903.
And then are you getting anything else?
And most of that goes to the utility company, which is why I'm going into solar. Because I'm tired of being a slave to the power company.
Yeah.
Literally.
And so, you have Medicare?
Mm-hmm.
And Medicaid too? Or? And then getting any other public assistance? The link card? Or?
The food stamp.
Okay, how much is that?
138.
And are you living alone?
Yes. And growing my own food, because 138 ain't enough. Even for one person.
Yep.
For the whole month.
Do you have a current primary physician or a physician now who's
Yes.
treating you for AD
All of it.
and the fibromyalgia?
Yeah.
And
They
who's
were,
that?
but I'm in a battle with them now. I don't want them as my primary care anymore. So I'm going through the procedure and process to go to another,
And who is that?
Wallman,
Dr. Wallman? Is that with one L?
too.
In Springfield? Is he with a certain group? She with like OSF or Health Alliance?
SIU.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm not as familiar with the medical. Okay. And so your transportation right now is public transportation.
Yes. I use the access bus in the winter because it's impossible for me to travel in the wintertime without door to door.
Are you a veteran?
Huh?
Are you a veteran? Have you been in the military?
No, I'm not a veteran.
Now I think you sent me a link, correct? I've got some exam fees. I was just looking at it quickly.
I think I did send you a link, but I could send it again.
Yeah, I'm just so you're not taking the installer one. Yours is it like several different ones, and this didn't print out well. I goofed up.
Well, for the solar class?
Yeah, was it more than one?
It's only one organization I got it from.
Yeah. Is it
It's MREA, but it's not this.
Okay, so that's not it. Okay. So I'm gonna have you've got my email. I'm gonna have you send that link for that organization you're taking that from.
Midwest Renewable Energy Association. Well, actually, it's what is it called? Cambridge. That's the testing organization. Cambridge. I think that's the name. I'm not sure. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But MREA is where that's the website that I go under because I guess they have a legal understanding that you took the requirements, you met the requirements to sit down to take the test. So I'm sure they have some type of way that they are linked.
Now,
so I'll send a link.
You
to
got
them.
my email on that, so send that to me so I can get the exact right page and I'll print that off. Now, are you registered to vote where you live right now?
Yes, I am. And I'm preaching constantly about exercising that right.
Good for you.
And I hope.
So I'm gonna have you sign the release. I'm gonna ask for the medical records from Springfield.
Okay.
If this doesn't work, I will send or I can email you a release for your doctors. Or if you've got something at home to update, you can.
Well, I have access to my medical records online through SIU.
If you've got anything that substantiates your diagnosis and your functional disability, it's just that I don't have since we're not at the office, I can't make copies. I can take it back to the office, make copies, and mail those back to you.
I might have. It's a remote chance I might have something in here. I think this was the last assessment for my physical therapy, which documents
Let's see who's got a
some of
diagnosis
my
on there. Okay. This might work.
Okay.
For the physical now, if you've got the ADHD, we can sign a release for the Springfield office, see if they can send you something.
Well, you'll be better getting a release from the community mental health. It's still part of Memorial.
And so who is that?
It's Memorial. I think it's Behavioral Health Services.
About when was your dates of treatment there?
The last one would be, I want to say, November-ish. I bumped into her in the grocery store, my therapist. And she didn't have her card either. I asked her for a card that day too. I don't have anything in there from them.
Is it Springfield?
Yes, it's in Springfield.
Well, I can email your
Yeah, I
release.
can email all of that. And I have a scanner, so if it's something that need to be signed, I can sign it and send it back PDF with me.
Well, we can send a release and then back and forth, sign it, and we
Yeah.
can send it off to get records. Or if
Okay.
you have anything, you can scan it, email it to me, and see if that works.
Okay.
What do you have any records from them?
From the behavioral health? Yeah, I don't have physical, but I'll ask them because I have to follow up anyway.
So if you prefer that we just sign a release,
I'll
and
do
get
the
it to-
release too, either way.
I don't have it with me, so I have to, when I get back to I can't
okay.
print it off, but when I get back to the office, if I have your permission, I can email the release to you.
Okay, all right.
Or mail it and drop it
That's
in the
fine.
mail.
I
Snail
love
mail.
email, PDF. No, snail mail don't work for me.
What's that?
I said snail mail don't work for me. That's what my ADD and me are at odds on that. For some reason, I never get through with that process.
Okay,
But
so
I could email, PDF. I love it.
Okay.
When you can do that,
so
you my peoples.
we're back and forth quickly. So I will do that. I would likely be tomorrow because I have some appointments today, and I can email you the release for Memorial Health.
Okay.
And I have to check to see if they'll accept our release that looks like this, that we print off our own system, or
Okay.
if they want me, they have their own special release.
Okay.
Some vendors, some medical providers.
You know what?
have
It's
their own.
walking distance from me, so on my way back, I'll just ask for theirs. Would that be better?
You can ask, and if they say there's a fee or a charge, you don't,
No,
then
no.
we'll ask for on your behalf, so you don't have to
Okay.
pay for that.
All right. Okay.
I mean, you can ask, say, hey, can I
Yeah,
get some
I'll
records?
ask them. Yeah.
If not, then I'll go ahead and email that to you anyway, probably likely tomorrow.
Okay.
And then, initial first page, and I'll put the instructions on there.
Okay.
So you don't want me to get anything from Springfield, right?
I
The
don't care.
DRS?
Whichever's quicker.
Let's do it all.
Yeah.
And then whoever I
To
get
me,
quickest from.
I got all the
Right.
I's and cross all the T's. Whatever worked for me.
Medical. So what I did was I said, I want the Bureau of Field Services, other
Okay.
records, which are the medical records. I need you to initial there.
Okay.
And then on the last page, the very last page, I'll have you sign and date that top line. Okay. Top lady and then I'm going to
I know
copy
better
this
than
and
to
mail
come
this.
someplace hungry. I called myself
it's
bringing
lunchtime.
lunch with me, but I didn't.
Sometimes,
I
yeah.
forgot it.
Yeah, I think all we have here is the subway, unless you want to walk downtown, but if you're not walking,
I
it's
ain't up
kind
to
of looks
walking
like, yeah. Yeah, and
downtown.
you know how campus is, you walk a long ways to get in.
Long ways in the campus, as I found out the hard way when I went to my solar class. I thought getting there was half the battle, but getting to the place at once at the school was,
Right, where they drop you off might not be close to
it
where your
wasn't
class is.
close at all.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And that's small compared to ISU.
Oh, I don't even want to try to imagine. No, I did
And then I'll sign that too as a witness.
I did regret that choice because I was like, I want to go, I want to be with other people, I want to do the hands-on. And I went in, and just the trip there was torture.
But you did meet some people.
Oh yeah, definitely. I
And
got
that's-
definitely got a connection on the inside. Springfield Electric Company. Andrew, the young man, was nice enough to bring me all the way home to my door.
Wow.
Very good.
Why did he also live in Springfield?
He lived in Springfield, but he was able to do the class here because his grandma lives here. And so he came in. That was his way to check on his grandma too. I was like, oh, you're so sweet, you're a good boy and grand boy. So, but I didn't have the option to stay here with grandma.
Right.
So he took me home, and that was real genuinely.
Yeah, that
he
was
didn't
nice.
have to do that.
Wow.
And so we're still in contact.
That's cool.
I was happy.
So you never know.
Meet,
you
just
never
to
know
meet
who you're going to
anybody.
meet in this world.
That was my whole point, just to meet
Yeah.
somebody else talking about solar, because I feel like I'm by myself when I talk about it.
Yeah, and it's nice to have somebody that has the same interest.
Yeah. He said, yeah, well, you get your company, because I told him about my family's land, too. He said, well, you get your company, you can come order your supplies from us. I was
There
like,
you go.
yeah. Yeah, there you go.
They have to, but it's a long haul, but who
Oh,
cares?
hey,
You know,
who
in
cares?
today's
You never
world,
know who your connection is.
Nope. And if not,
Everything is global now.
and you could have somebody that over closer to where you're going to move back home.
You never know.
You never know. You never
You know,
know.
he might know somebody down there. Hey, I know a guy named Gus.
Yeah.
He'll give you the good deals.
Give you a discount.
Yeah.
I think that person could be the best friend you have the rest of your life.
You never
Well,
know.
I printed off our letter via our fax and appeals rights. I'm going to go ahead and give that to you.
Okay.
So I got a little work to do. And you got
Okay.
some work to do. I want you to email me that link to that
Yeah.
examination. Also that, oh my goodness. Alt workstation.
Workstation.
So I know what, but at least I'll have that in your plan. I'm gonna copy this when I get back.
I'm gonna see if I can
And
pull a
email this?
picture of it online. I'm glad we have Wi-Fi here in this train station. That's why I said, yeah, that's a good meeting place.
You sound
I
like
like
you're all
it.
about the computer.
See, I can show you a picture of it.
Oh, okay.
I hope.
Now, I am gonna snail mail you this though, so you have your original.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll make a copy and we'll mail that back to your home.
So basically, what would the developer have to say? That I plan to employ Naomi in the future for this particular.
Yeah, like a job offer. Mhm.
Okay.
You know, maybe you can start working shortly from home now, and then
Yeah, that's what I'm
Make some money and then
participating in the
move down
Springfield
there.
Urban League right now. That's what I'm doing to get the right now position, because I know that's still like long term in the future.
you're building your resume, your experience,
Yeah.
so that when you go down there, if you're going to your own business,
Well, it'll be we'll be partners,
yeah,
basically on the project.
so you'll have some knowledge under your belt,
Yeah,
and you have some more money so that you can make the move down there.
yeah.
Because moving's not cheap. But
No,
like you
it's
said,
not.
if you are lead a
I
simple
just
life
looked at
and you
my,
just do
yeah, I
simple
want to
moves,
minimize. I want to
absolutely.
become a minimalist.
Yeah.
I really see that as a better quality to me of life.
Yeah.
Because looking at my friend, she's in her 50s like me. She thought she was older than me, but I was the oldest between the two of us. But she looked good too. But she thought she was older automatically. And she had to move recently from a place she'd been in 10 years to her current place of the apartment. That's a lot. When you don't have a husband, you don't have money for moving guys or moving trucks. So I helped her out, letting her store her stuff in my basement.
Oh, I tell people that all the time. Get rid of stuff because
Get rid of it.
You know,
it ain't worth it.
if you
It ain't
pass
worth
away
it.
unexpectedly, you're leaving all that work
None
for
of
some
it.
loved one.
And it's
That's a
terrible.
lot of work.
And it was several people who passed, in back to back, my grandmother, my grandfather, and an aunt. And so my other aunt that, survived her, they were overwhelmed with all the stuff.
It is.
What to do with it, because Goodwill don't necessarily want it all.
No, it's hard
It's
to
like
get
a
rid
waste of
some
time.
It could be decent stuff. but
Yeah,
they just
very
they're
decent
full.
stuff. So she was glad that I had come back into town, because at least I got to inherit a lot of it, because I came back with nothing. Because I had to leave my nothing behind after being diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I was too sick to even drive myself back from Fargo, North Dakota to Illinois. So I just came with myself.
Fargo.
But that worked out. because Fargo, North Dakota. I lived there for years.
So you experienced warm weather,
Yeah,
cold weather?
yeah. They spent all 4 seasons. It's more snow, I will admit. I can't say it's not less snow.
I don't know how you did it.
I didn't like it. Not the stove. I like the
You're probably itching to get
cleanliness.
back south.
I wasn't in a hurry to come back to Illinois or Chicago.
Illinois, our winters are not either.
That's what happened.
Maybe someday I'll move south and my parents will no wander around, but
So I'm going to contact the solar developers and see.
Oh, sure. Start
they
collecting
can-
everything that you think that you can. If you can get the medical documents from behavioral health, but if they charge you a fee, don't do it.
Okay.
Let us do it because
All
we
right.
don't want you. Because I'm asking you for the records.
That's what it looks like. It's all one.
Oh well, how does?
And it can go
Well,
from the seating
that
to the
is-
standing position.
So that it would be seated on the floor. Would
No,
that
it's
be-
not on the floor.
How does that? What would it be seated
See,
on?
there's the monitor.
No, the chair part though.
Oh yeah, the chair's on the floor, and it goes from the reclined position to the standing position. So you can use it standing up too.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That could be very time consuming. It's called, because I'm working on some equipment, and Springfield we got to get bids, and she has to approve it. It could be quite the process. So it's not something that's a few $100s. If it's in the thousands of dollars, I don't have the authority to get that. I have to go through Springfield, and they can say yay or nay on that.
Well, that's what I
So,
envisioned.
Yeah. But I want that
And-
link. Send that link to
Okay,
if you
I'll
can
send the
copy
link
and
to you.
email me that link.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So
Okay,
okay.
I
Well, I'm
will.
gonna let you go. I've got some more appointments. Gonna grab some lunch myself.
Now I'm stuck here for
Okay.
3 more hours.
You can't leave earlier.
No, the earliest, the next one going out back is 4.
Shoot.
That's okay.
Are you
I
gonna stay
enjoy
here?
Bloomington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I
And
didn't know if it's difficult to walk around.
I'm
Sometimes.
kind of considering this being the move before I move south, because I'm kind of sick of not having good connections, to be perfectly honest. I've been living with poor wireless and internet connection for 6 years.
And that's important to you.
And yeah, it's very important. I tried to get into the senior building. Well, I don't know if they call it senior building, but for older people. Where the tower is right in the back in their yard. I said, well, I definitely won't have no connection problems there, because you can see the actual tower.
Yeah.
It's right in their backyard. I forgot the name of the place. But,
You're in town?
Yeah.
What hill? There's another one off of Mercer. It's a smaller place, but usually in Bloomington we have pretty good internet.
Yeah, it is good. I know it already because of the times that I had to come back.
Phoenix Towers? What hill?
It's
One of
a
those?
it's a high rise, I know, but the tower is right there,
There's
basically in
a
their
shorter
backyard.
one on Mercer. It's only probably about 3 stories. It's kind of
No,
nestled.
that's not it. This one was
Okay.
definitely a high rise, higher stories, and I did apply
Gotta
there.
get on the list then.
I got on the
Because
list.
sometimes it takes a while.
It does, I know. I got
As
on
long
the
as you
list.
can wait, and
Yeah,
you're not
hey.
urgent, so.
It's not urgent. But I prefer Bloomington to Springfield as far as the connection.
Yeah.
Cause I depend on it. My phone service is off. When I have to choose, when I tell you I have to choose literally every month what I'm gonna go without, is I have to choose between medicine, utilities, and cell phone service. So this month is the cell phone service. I have to go without. So this is my only phone, to Wi-Fi, to call out to something. So
Okay. Well, I got a little work, like I said.
All right.
Probably not going to get back to you until later this week.
okay.
I'll get that release emailed to you, unless you can get records on your way home. Then let me
Yeah.
know.
Okay. So,
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Hopefully the wait today won't feel like it's too long.
No, I like Bloomington. Actually, I'm looking forward to it.
And up on, yeah, I think it seems quite a bit smaller than Springfield.
You think so?
Yeah, maybe because when I go to Springfield, I don't know where I'm going, and it seems overwhelming.
Oh, okay.
But
I like this spot in general.
yeah, Cal Normal, they've done a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's nice, and you can plug in outside too. So
Oh yeah.
I have.
It's a campus area.
Yeah, I just sit and chill, and
That's
then
a
people
requirement.
and people walking is a sport, kind of fun too. Just watching people.
Oh, it is.
People
Because
go
there's
by.
no students.
Yeah.
And if, I don't know if you're like me, but it's nice to be around younger people. It's
Yeah.
just the kind of energy that makes me feel more energetic. Plus the educational. I like the educational area because I like learning. So.
Yeah, I love learning.
And this is all new, so
Yeah.
I've been in the Netherlands. So. All right, nice
My
to meet you.
ugly grunts.
We'll be in touch.
Well, y'all, the meeting is over. I don't know why I got up. I need to pack up. I'm finna go outside and watch the people go by. Cause I'm gonna be stuck here for 2 more hours. The ugly word again. Gonna go out here and get some of this sunshine. And found an outlet outside to plug in. This really is a nice station. You could actually hang out in here, but since it's sunny and bright, I want to go outside. So yeah, I'm stuck here for 2 more hours. What is a old woman to do? Go hang out on the avenue. like somebody came off a field trip. A whole bunch of kids. Now I'm looking for a place to plug in.